What is up, YouTube? This is Piccolo the Ibmore, and I'm back with a video. So now I'm here to hand out a red pill like a senzu bean. Now I'm gonna be speaking on female sexuality because I've known in this society that it has gone rampant. They have ratcheted up. So now I'm gonna be speaking on the topic. So cue the music. Now, let's keep in mind that sex is a billion-dollar industry because sex sells. They promote it on media, music, television, even books like 50 Shades of Grey. And not only does sex sell, but it makes revenue. I mean, that's the correlation with other billion-dollar businesses like, marriage and divorce, and music, and clothing, beta pharmaceuticals, and recreational stuff. And the reason that sex sells is because they feed on the insecurity of women and the sex drive of men. Because what do women and men want? Women want to be validated, and men want to, be pleasured. So that is why makeup, breast implants, that's why women get them. Makeup, there's makeup companies that made millions and billions off of women putting stuff on their face, off women painting their face. Like example, Kylie Jenner became the billionaire. I mean, that's no small feat, I suppose, but let's keep in mind she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, so she was practically born rich. Her dad, I put that dad in quotes, used to be a track runner, a world famous Olympian. So now she's become a billionaire based off other women's insecurity with her Kylie Lipjit makeup line. Not only her, but there's also other notable figures like Rihanna. She started selling, she has her Fenty makeup line as well. And there's other makeup lines like MAC. So it seems like women don't like what they see in the mirror, so they had to paint a picture over it. So they practically put on a mask. And a Japanese have a quote. They say you wear three masks. The first mask is the one you show the world. The second mask is what you show to your close friends or affinities. And the third mask is who you really are. A true reflection of yourself. So once they take that Neutrogena and wipe it all over their face, take the makeup off, that's who they really are. And they can't stand who they are. But they're hoping that we can stand who they are. That's why they try to look sexy. That's why they put makeup on. That's why they put eyeshadow on, red lipstick, blush, anything to cover up that bad acne or bad skin, blackheads, and all that. Just so we can find him sexy. But once you wake up next to him, it's like like Jim Carrey the Mask. Not only do they try to change their face, but they also try to change their bodies. They try to get their bodies cosmetically done. They also do that to their face, getting nose jobs and getting lip fillers and all that, to make their nose look small and petite and their lips bigger and more succulent, more kissable, I suppose. So yeah, they also try to change their bodies, getting breast implants and their ass done. And you ask, well, why would you do that? To look more sexy, duh. And when you look more sexy, you attract more men, more attention, and possibly more money. There is monetary gains in women looking sexy. Like if you're a stripper, right? No one's gonna go want to see a stripper who may be a good dancer but doesn't have much of an asset and is a B cup on a good day. No one's gonna want to see that. Yeah, she may have a pretty face, but I mean, it's not gonna give us a hard on. Well, it might, but not really. So, you know, once that stripper gets her boobs, ass injected with silicone, then she'll probably get more tips, more clients, and may get more opportunities to do stuff under the table. Because nowadays, it's cool to marry sex workers. Like, there's professional athletes that are married to used to be strippers, and rappers that were married to used to be strippers. So, yeah, like I said, monetary values and being sexy. And the thing is, women are always trying to sexualize themselves. They say men sexualize them, but really, y'all do this yourselves. By the way you dress, by the way you act, by the way you walk, strut your stuff. I mean, they purposely buy a shirt that's smaller than them, jeans that are too tight for them, to make their assets look bigger, to make their breasts look bigger. And they're willing to deal with discomfort just so they can attract more attention. And they dress less for more. And the thing I notice in these modern day women, I've addressed this topic on the way women dress. Like I said, you'll notice all their dirty laundry, I suppose. Like, you see a girl walking by and you notice that she's not wearing a bra. Not only do you notice she's not wearing a bra, but she also has her nipple pierced. Like, I lost count on how many times I've seen that. That wasn't a thing back then. I think the first person to legit make it cool was Rachel Starr, back when I used to watch porn. But now, it's not new to get your nipples pierced. And, let's also speak on the tattoo. They tattoo their ass, their crotch area, their breast area, just to look more sexy. Like, when they do all this, how the hell are we supposed to take them serious? They want us guys to take them serious when they're barely clothed. You know what I mean? I can't take anyone serious if they're naked. Practically naked. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you're in the locker room and some guy in a towel tries to fight you. Like, would you take that dude seriously? Exactly. That's how we feel around these women. So, claim they want to be taken seriously, but they're leading with their sexual aspect, their ass and titties. And most of these girls can supposedly twerk nowadays. Since when did twerking become a skill? I mean, most girls can't twerk and all, but twerking is not a valuable skill that'll help raise your children, galvanize society, and we can't build around a bunch of women who can only just twerk. Like, sooner or later they're just gonna be a liability. So keep that in mind. Women just always try to lead with the sexual, and not only did they try to lead with the sexual, they try to use the sexual aspect as a weapon to try to get resources out of men. Like, okay, on a fair note, I will say women's sexuality is far more valuable than a man's. Not valuable, more precious. I'd say men's is more valuable, but women is more precious and more delicate, so you can't really fracture it, because men can sleep around, but it's a lot more difficult for men to sleep around. Women, it's basically no big feat to sleep around with a bunch of men. I mean, there's nothing noble, virtuous about it. You know what I mean? So women's sexuality is kind of more precious than a man, because when a man sleeps with a woman, it may add to his SMV, but when a woman sleeps with a man, it may decrease it, depending on the hierarchy of that man. But yeah, like I said, they try to use their sexual aspect as a weapon. You know, these people on the media, like your Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's, and this new and upcoming rapper, female rapper, who goes by the name of Megan Thee Stallion. A stallion is a male horse. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. She got the name the stallion because she knows how to ride, supposedly. So, yeah, now I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard any songs from this Megan Thee Stallion. Not really, at least. Maybe I heard a snippet of a song, but like I saw a music video of her, basically twerking, showing off her sexual aspect, and these are who these women are looking up to. So, if our young children, female children, are listening to this, watching this, then children mimic. That's what they naturally do. Monkey see, monkey do. They naturally mimic. So they're gonna eventually do the same thing later on in the future. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but you know what? This is Babylon. It just is what it is. We're not dealing with virtuous women nowadays. A woman who knew to cover up, not show off her cleavage, not show off her ass, wear long dresses, and not to flirt with men just for the sake of getting attention. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sad. But I will say this, that a day of reckoning will come for these modern day liberal women. You know what? While their SMV is high, if they don't marry, well, they're fucked. I don't mean physically, I mean like spiritually. Well, I mean they're fucked anyway, so like they should try to get married, try to raise young children, and try to be productive members of society. But they're gonna do what they want to do, and this is modern day Babylon. They basically make the whore popular, but like I said, day of reckoning is gonna come. So there will come a time when she's gonna look in that mirror. She's gonna notice crow's feet. She's gonna notice a bit more wrinkles. Hell, she might even notice more acne. She might be saying, I'm too old to have acne and I'm too young for crow's feet. So that means she's near the end of the road. That means she might hit the wall. And also, she's gonna also be able to notice that she won't be able to eat as much as she like anymore because her body doesn't operate like it used to, and she won't be able to burn the metabolism. And when all that happens, then she's gonna gain the weight, and that's gonna send her in a spiraling depression because she won't be able to attract as much men as she used to anymore when she was 22. Now that she's 32, she's gonna have to deal with mediocre men. Hell, maybe she'll learn to be submissive. She can't lead with the sexual aspect anymore. Well, she can, but no man's gonna take her seriously. Like, she can't compete with these younger women. I mean, it's the damn truth. You ever notice how young women interact with children? There's some young women that might be spiteful towards them because they might see them as a threat in the future. But yeah, like I said, depression's gonna kick in. I also wonder what the whole idea of postpartum depression is. When women give birth, they get depressed. I don't know what's the deal with that because, I would think like, okay, if you're depressed, what is the cause of your depression? And the thing that comes to mind, the only two solutions. Either, okay, giving birth may have caused a chemical imbalance in the woman because of all the oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin that she produced while pushing out the baby may have left her chemically unbalanced, or since her sexual aspect basically died, that is causing her to be depressed because she won't be able to seduce men like she used to. But yeah, man, just keep in mind that sex is a billion-dollar industry, and in this society, they use the sex against you. First, they'll pull you in, and they'll trap you, whether it's alimony or child support, something like that, or worse, a rape allegation. It's no laughing matter. I apologize. But yeah, so fellas, don't get caught up. You know what I mean? I'm making this video so y'all can see the signs and move accordingly. I mean, not a lot of people are gonna see this video, just the red pill men, and we're the few, the proud, and well, you know the rest. So we're blessed to be in this position to sort of see things before they come. And you know what, you just gotta pray, hope you don't get caught up in these modern day women, because these modern day women will be the downfall of men, and I won't get caught up in that. Won't let it happen to me. So yeah, like I said, that's the female sexuality for you. And you know, there's a term for this. I read a book from Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction. You know, a woman who dresses sexy, walks sexy, talks sexy. There's a name for her. She's called the Siren. So she has to make her presence feel by other men, because you know why? Because she's looking for fucking attention. It's like they crave attention. They need it. Like, it's like a thing they can't see, can't touch, can't grasp, but they need it. Like, it's fucking survival for them. If they get ignored, they'll practically die. I ask myself, how would women do in solitary confinement? Will they like implode? Well, that's a question for another day. So, fellas, leave a like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and I'll be coming back with more content in the future. In fact, I have another video in the makings right now, speaking a bit more into this subject. In fact, I'm gonna go deeper into it. So, anyway, peace.